Hi Belle,
Hello?
do you want to tell us a little bit about your Camp Wilderness experience?
Okay.
Go on then.
I don't know where to start.
Okay, why don't we start by you telling us how you felt before you went. What were you expecting? Were you nervous? Were you excited?
Um, a bit of both, because I've been on a couple camps before like this, but they're a bit more like fun and games and relaxed. But this one, I didn't expect it to be more like hands-on and wilderness and whittling and all that.
So what happened when you first arrived?
Well, we played like a game while we waited for everything to be packed into the trailer. And then when we got there, we went through like what we would do throughout the day and what time lunch and stuff and what time we woke up and where our tents were. We didn't get into our tents till quite late in the day, in the evening, so
What was the camp itself like?
it was really nice. It was nice and big, but not too like unnatural. Like it was just like teepees in the woods, and then there was this big like parachute that went over the top with logs, and then we had a fire in the middle. That was really nice.
Were you sleeping in tents on your own?
No, we shared it with, well, because I was in the girls group, obviously, because I'm a girl. And there was less girls than boys, so all the girls got to go in one, and the boys went in two. So,
And did you know anybody on the camp, or were you just going and making friends when you got
nope,
there?
I didn't know anybody.
How did you feel about that?
A bit nervous. I haven't really gone on a camp, but I've known someone though, so I was used to it.
And what do you think the benefits of that are?
You don't get held back if your friend doesn't want to do something, or they're missing home, or they don't like certain animals or food or.
So talking of food, how was the catering?
It was really nice. There were some really yummy breakfasts because one of the instructors had their birthday while they were on camp, so we had pancakes and like sugar and apples and stuff. And then we had, for dinner we would normally have like a curry. We had goat curry. We cooked our own salmon on the fire for lunch one day, which was nice and tasty. And then one night we had venison with lovely creamed potatoes, but yeah.
And were you involved with cooking a lot of the food yourself?
Yeah, well, we mostly had to make the fire to cook the food on. One day we had pizza where we went to the pizza ovens that they put wood in. We had to collect all the wood. One challenge which we did, I think it was on the second day, we had to build our own fire in our groups. We split into 3 groups. And we had to build our own fire, and then we had to cook lamb on it. And it was really nice.
And what kind of activities did you get up to?
We did knives, like making pegs for traps. We did learning about traps. We did building fires. We did finding water. We did building shelters. We did cooking food. We did plants. We did safety. We did first aid. First aid was a lot of first aid, but that's really good. Just gotta slap it, pack it, and wrap it.
Were there any bits of the camp that weren't as you were expecting them to be?
No. I don't know what I expected, because I expected less, like, in case someone bleeds, do this. I expect more like games and relaxing, but there was a lot of head-on
Activity.
activity.
And did you like that?
Yeah, it was a nice change,
Yeah.
because I haven't been on one for a while since I've been a bit older, so it is nice to do more stuff.
When you came back, it felt like you had learnt a lot.
Yeah.
Like you knew a lot about the outside and lots of kind of survival facts. Is that how it felt?
Yeah, I know like what leaves not to eat and what leaves to eat, and all the strangle, mangle, dangle and tangle traps. I know what's bad in natural water. I know how to build shelters. I know how to make fires. I know how to, like how to help people if they're in trouble, or in first aid and stuff.
Can you tell us what some of your best bits were?
I liked the building stuff, like building shelters, but I also liked toasting marshmallows and everything. in the pond and stuff.
Yeah. And were there any bits you didn't like?
Well, there's a
Apart from the
surprise.
courgettes.
Yeah, there's courgettes one night. But there's a surprise at the end of it, which is a bit scary.
Perhaps you better not tell anybody
Yeah,
in
I'm not
case they
telling
go
you,
on the
but
camp.
it was a bit of a shock, but you understood why they did it.
So if there are any children that are watching this and are perhaps in two minds or a bit nervous, or their mum or dad has suggested it but they're not sure about it, what would you say to them?
I'd say it depends what you're used to, because if you're used to like maybe just knowing what grass is or something, or what colour the sky is, then you should like know it's going to be different. But if you are a bit older, then you don't need to know so much about it.
No.
You can just go on it.
But would you recommend it?
Yeah, definitely. It was a lot of fun, and when I got home I definitely missed the smoke in my hair and all that.
You did seem a little bit sad when you first got home. Did you miss it?
It was just boring, just like sitting down.
While you were away, I imagine it was quite different from your normal life, with no technology or phones or anything like that. Did you
no
miss?
Wi-Fi.
Did you miss that?
Oh, I missed it a lot at first, like being able to know what the time is and stuff. But I got used to it when I realised there was funner stuff to do, like play games with friends or like collect wood or something and make fires.
So to somebody who was going on the camp for the first time, what's the one piece of advice that you'd give them?
I don't know.
Would you tell them to have fun, to enjoy themselves? Is there a piece of kit they shouldn't be without?
I'd just say to make the most of it while you're there, because once you got home, you really start to like regret the times you just sat down.
Oh, you look a bit sad thinking about it. You miss it. So will you be going back next year? Yeah. Oh, well, thank you very much for talking to us about it.
Thank you.
Sorry I made you sad.
It's okay.
Thanks, Belle.
It's okay.